Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the Scarlet and Gray already rocking this house. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Vols will put total weather to crank us up. Fair catch called for and made. First down here for the offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
Grab behind the line. It's Smith. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how... off and bring it up. excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. On the run, it's Judkins. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. This
My fault, y'all. We about to start streaming pretty soon. My bad, y'all. Just be patient.
Second down. Game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. The Buckeyes have a first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Right back to him on the ground. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. At the 20, he's got space. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ohio State. I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He's got the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wide open downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Trying play action. Quickly complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The give to the back. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. The throw to the outside is complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 7, Tennessee 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so that
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Now the defense has got it going the other way. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the defense doing work. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Sampson. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The give out of the gun. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Then how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Timeout, Tennessee.
They'll line up for a second down play. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Jumped on top of the pile.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Staley. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Selden. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown ball. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Ohio State 14, Tennessee 7.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The back goes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Howard. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback will audible. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. Strikes the blow. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. He wants to throw. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. They'll immediately call timeout.
This offense is clicking, and clearly Everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. Throwing right. And the ball is intercepted. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Wide receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force.
He'll take a deep shot here. Snags it. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Volunteers. Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off play action on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
To the air, it's Howard. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Second down coming up. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Wants to throw. It's Iamalayama using the quick game. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Sampson. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Now, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Off the RPO, complete. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Howard. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. They're setting up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
3rd down, man. You think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is...
Oh, look out! And he's brought down after a huge completion.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Pulls and fires complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And this Big Orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win first and second down, you set up third and long, and now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hauls it in, looking for space. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close.
After 3, the game is tied.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the option. At the 35, he's loose. He'll work his way down to the 28. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On the ground, it's Judkins. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The crowd is going to tell you the result of this when they are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. They're bringing heat. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Touchdown, Ohio State! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. He does a good job. Slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
Tennessee, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Running back searching for a hole. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. The sure hands, it's Sampson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. At the 20. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to...
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He's going to pass. Caught over the middle. It's White. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to direct.
Lets it fly. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand